It's been literal months since I've played City Skylines. Months. I mean, months have passed since I played City Skylines. And it's only been like 2 months, but it feels like a year game wise. In City Skylines time, in like YouTube timeline, it feels like I've been gone for forever. And it's specifically in Magayon. We've not been in Magayon in such a long time. Let me just fix the angle so that the frame rate is a lot better. Welcome to Magayon Revisited, to whoever's watching. We are going to be doing a lot of fixing in the city. And let us zoom out a little bit. We're going to be starting with the capital because this is the most centralized center of the city. Zooming out, we can see that nobody's driving because that's how Magayon is. And also, the roads are disconnected. So many roads have gone and are invisible because I've just purged my workshop. And with the new update, some mods are not working, and I deleted some roads because we had too much, a tad bit too much. So now we are toning down on our assets. Even though we still have thousands of custom assets in the game, we're toning them down, and I've downloaded new ones which better suit the vibe of the city. I want to go back to Magayon because this place needs to be brought back. Yes, as you can see here, we have lost roads which we have to regain, buildings that needs to be fixed, and mostly just roads. So our focus on this little live stream that we have is to fix the waterfront boulevard, which is currently very ugly. It's not really giving, it's not really the vibe we're going for. We're going to be, well, I'm actually gonna sleep now. Well, it's 2 a.m. It's 12. It's not 2 a.m. It's quite early still, for me at least, because I'm an architecture student. We don't sleep. Oh, is the background music so loud? What are we using? I'm just using Epidemic Sound. I haven't got a subscription because I don't have any money anymore. That's why I need to do YouTube again, because if you might have seen my stories, it's quite a rare occurrence. And with the Philippine economy, I have to work to sustain this lifestyle of mine that I've procured to myself. The City Skylines is one of the ways that I can, you know, passively create income. And mostly that comes from Patreon. So if you guys want to support the channel and help me, you know, stay afloat financially, go to my Patreon, patreon.com/Kalihandros, exclusive content, early access, and so much more. So yes, gagawin na natin yung road right now. And this used to be a 4-lane boulevard, and now we're gonna be making it smaller because why not? And as I've said, some of the roads have been deleted. They don't exist anymore. And here what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a custom road passing through. I don't know if this is mathematically correct or anything, but yes. And also this thing here, we're going to be saying goodbye to a lot of these because they don't really make much sense anymore in the grand scheme of things. They don't really make much sense anymore. I'm sorry to say this. But I don't know who this man is. Sorry to this man. So yes, we're gonna say goodbye to you. The music is quite ugly, but who cares? We came here for the roads, and the roads I shall give. So I will be, this live stream is actually being recorded, and this will just become a time lapse. I just wanted to take this time to just, you know, take this time and just, you know, speak and stuff. Okay, let me just get some things straight. Like this one. Is this centered? No, it's not. How do I find the center of attention? How do I find the center? Is the center? What is center even? I think I'm just gonna be eyeballing it once again. Let's just start from the very edge of tomorrow into the other very edge. Maybe this one will be a nice starting point. And with the new DLCs, we've got newer roads to help us in achieving whatever it is that we want to achieve. Especially in Magayon, we want to become a more walkable city. And I think with that, with the updated everything, I think we're going to be able to do that, no problem. I think that's fine. This is as straight as it can be, like literally as straight as it can be. The music, I don't like the music. Let's just choose a music that actually fits the situation. Maybe we have a copyright free live stream lo-fi. And then I get sleepy after watching this. I actually got copyright struck with the Japanese lo-fi music that I was using a while back. Hopefully we no longer are gonna get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Get. And also the trees. I'm sorry to say this, but you have to go. Sashay away, trees. Sashay away. Sorry. All of you's got to go. We're going to be redoing this entire thing here. The entire moment. Yes. The road that used to be completely for cars will now be reclaimed for the people. That is the main focus of this episode. And with the new Park Life DLC, we have now completely pedestrianized roads. Just fully, completely pedestrian. So yes, imagine that this road used to be this wide. Oh no. This wide. Or maybe even wider. Maybe our road was like a mega wide road. I mean, this could be nice, but we want oh, it's just similar. Basically, imagine a 4-lane road. We're gonna be taking it back. We're gonna be making it for the people. To do that, we're gonna start here at the center of it all. We are going to be changing it into a very much bike-friendly road. I have these blank roads, as you can see. We have tons of them, and we're going to be using them to create our customized road. Very much Dutch-inspired road. And I think we're going to be using the 22-meter wide ones. This is just one lane, one way. Maybe that, oh yes, this one, the 22-meter one. And we're going to be making it lighter. Yes, you might notice, you might ask, why are you making the roads lighter? Well, what? Because why not? Is this too white? I think we're whiter than the pathway themselves. I think this is a good shade. That's a good shade of gray we've got going on here. And yes, we're gonna be making it wider. No, not that. We're gonna be making it, stretching it 120. As you can see, it's taking up the exact same space, but we have a lot more pedestrian space there. Instead of it being for cars, it's gonna be for pedestrians. And you might ask, is it the traffic gonna get bad here? Girl, nobody's driving in Magayon, everybody's taking a bike. So might as well, reflect that, the priority for the cyclist into the actual infrastructure of the city. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream, to the very few that might be watching. If you don't get the chance to watch the stream, it's alright. It's going to be a brand new episode of Magayon. Yes, and also a wider road allows us, it's better for the cars, it's better for the cyclists, and it's better for the pedestrians with this thing that I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be adding grass, a curb size of 0.1 and a height of 0.1 because why not? But the grass will only be on the sides because this road will still, I will still keep this. Its main purpose of serving during the military parade. So the center will sadly just be pavement. Because it will be a lot easier for the grass to regrow on these smaller lots of land as compared to the others. So that's what's going to be happening there. And for here, for the sides, we're going to be changing that into a solid line, a double yellow. A double solid line. So I'm just going to be using this one Going to be applying that to here as well. Going to be applying a yellow line to here as well. And another yellow line to here as well. And we're going to be making this a dotted road. Which one is that again? Solid. No, not solid. We're going to be using a dash. There we go. Is the road too light now? That's the question. Is the road too light? I don't think we are able to see details. We are able to see details now. I might reset the color just to give it a bit more difference. I mean, this color is quite fine as it is, so let's just keep it as is so that people can still know and fully differentiate that this is an actual road and not just a pathway. People will know if it's a pathway, if it's a lighter shade. Okay, that's just a rough view of it. And of course, this is a bike lane, so this must look like a bike lane. So that's going to be filled in with a cycling detail that we have here. A cycling moment. Maybe this one is a lot more well suited. And we're going to be filling that up here as well. And there we have it. We have the basic design of the road. We're going to be keeping it simple and sweet. And to finish it all off, we're actually going to be adding in now. Or maybe we can add a solid line for fun. Maybe a double yellow line, just to add more detail, more campiness to it. Just to be like, oh, this is so Magayon. And it's also Singapore, so that's that as well. Okay, we're going to be adding a rule. That rule will be a prop, and that prop will be street lamp. It's going to be Malecon, a double Malecon. It's going to be at an angle of 90, and it's going to be at the step of 30. I don't think this will work. Hopefully it does. I won't do this. Oh no, not that one. I'm just gonna remove the Malecon, because the roads, they don't really like that. So instead we're gonna be using this one, and maybe Malecon can be placed. Where's the Malecon one? I think it's at the very bottom. Streetlight Malecon double. Ah, it's not a line. So I'm just gonna be placing props instead. I know it takes a lot more detail, but I think props are the safest way to go in this situation over here. Yes, as you can see, we're changing the whole thing into just a 4-lane bikeable path. Some people are gonna hate it, some people are gonna love it. I think I can live with it. And we're gonna be widening it, so don't you worry. It's still gonna be a wide ass road. Trust me. Yes, this doesn't make sense. The superfluousness of this highway. It's so huge. And now people can finally take back the water. But I still have them divided because of this thing. So I might as well raise the entire land with it. Is that a viable solution? I think that's too expensive. We're not that rich. We're rich enough to build a beautiful seawall, but we're not rich enough to... Let me just select this. And let's choose one single elevation for the whole duration of the nation. Okay. It's called alliteration. Okay. Let's select an object height. Maybe... oh, this one. Ah, you go a bit lower. Page down. Is it changing? Is the height changing? Page down. Oh, the road is moving down. It's going down again. Can we go down again? Another one. I think it's going down. It's just taking a bit longer to actually register the change in elevation. Anyways, we're now going to select a procedural object. How do you select procedural objects again? Because the mods are broken. Shift P, Alt P, Control U, How do you turn on procedural objects again? Okay, let's just check the settings on how procedural objects are used. Shift P. So we have to use Shift P. Oh, there we go. We're gonna be saying goodbye to these POs across the entire boulevard. Boy, delete. You're gone. They're gone. They're now gone. So people are now going to be actually cycling in a place where they can actually cycle. You know what I mean? We're gonna be taking back land, guys. We're gonna take the land back. We're gonna be making this place a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. All of the roads of Magayon will be following the Dutch design because this is proven to be safer, and I believe that safety is our #1 priority. This intersection here is going to be something. It's gonna be something indeed. I know that this is not the most efficient way. We even have Dutch roads. Somebody's having a birthday party across the street and it's literally 12 a.m. and they're still awake. I mean, slay. But it's the middle of the night. Some people are gonna sleep. Not me. I'm not gonna be sleeping yet. As you can see, I'm just getting started with live stream. Let's remove some of the nodes. So that when you know what? Let's connect up some of the roads before we start detailing. Because initially this would have been like a one-way road that rings around this thing, but nobody's really driving. If they would want to drive, I think they would choose this road, and this would be just a completely pedestrianized street. That's what we're going to be doing for this video, and we're going to be using this custom pedestrianized street from the pedestrian street from the park thing, City Skylines. So we're gonna be doing that, and look at that, it already blends in super nicely. We can even choose the one that has the grass in it so that people can like feel like, oh, that's so grassy. Doesn't make much sense, but hopefully it does. And for these areas, we're gonna be keeping it the same. Likewise, filling it all in with what we love about the city. Okay, let me just delete you for a while, okay? You're going to be reworked. Don't worry about that. Don't. Just stay calm and believe. There we go. Maybe this one can go continuously to there as well. We're completely pedestrianizing this entire park area. And might this even be a big one? Oh, that doesn't connect well, so it's just gonna be like this. To whoever wants to go to this place with a car, I'm sorry, but y'all can't no more. All of the roads are being completely pedestrianized. Okay, where did this one go? It's not existent anymore. Where did you connect back? Oh, they connected here. Isn't this just a lot better than what it used to be? It's a lot more people friendly. That's better. That's good. That's nice. That is a lot better. So we're just now going to be rerouting this entire road instead. Ooh, what's gonna be happening to you is that you should have been connected with this one. But sadly, life didn't turn out as you planned it. So now you're stuck with this mess. It's a fully pedestrianized street. It's a fully pedestrianized street indeed. Yes, people like to walk here, but sorry, you guys have to go. You have a better way of walking now. I think this is a lot better. The cycle paths are now going to go. Goodbye. You are now redundant. Sadly, that's reality. That's the reality, guys. You don't have a use anymore. Maybe this one still has use, but other than that, the amount of detailing that's happening in the city is going to be reduced at an astonishingly large level. No, not you. You're still gonna be you're still gonna be kept there because you still have a purpose. But you're gonna be having a renaissance. Oh, you as well. We're gonna be saying goodbye to some of these pathways because they are quite redundant. Like these ones. We're just gonna be turning them into roads because that's essentially all that they are. Okay, so clarification, it's not the people outside that's singing, it's my mom. She's practicing for her performance tomorrow at the festival. Yes. Okay, we are now going to be connecting these two and hopefully they work wonders. We're going to be disabling the collision. Oh my god, very risky. That's not what I intended. It's not what I intended at all, but we can still nudge it to what we want it to be. And I really love this new grass thingy that we have. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Perfection. Okay. These new roads from the Park Life. This is not Park Life, right? Is it? I haven't any clue. Oh, this is an actual road. Sorry to this man. I don't know who this man is. Oh. So for all of hard work, we must keep it safe. Copy it somewhere. Paste it somewhere that's not undergoing radical change. You're gonna be thin. Giving this girl a diet. This road, giving her diet. That's nice. We love everybody, but sometimes health. You know what? Oh, what's happening? Oh, this is not the vibe that I was going for. We're gonna go kiosk them. Kiosk them! Completely kiosk them. Ah! It is now irregular. Well, let's make it regular. By moving it and nudging it a bit to the side so that people would know that this is an actual thing that's going on here. We're not going to be going too much into detail anymore because we've already done that. It's time to focus on the bigger picture. We have to get things done. We have to make things work again. So the game is saving. So that's that. Packaging. And yeah, I think we're all done with the process of saving. Okay, I'm gonna be you're included, you're included, and we're all going to be taking a little bit of a trip to the side. Oh no, let's actually take a trip here and align the trees with this one in there and similar to this one in there. Yeah. And we're just gonna be fixing this pool because something is clearly going on with this pool. Something ain't right about that pool. There we go. We now have this connection going on, and we're now gonna start with this moment. I'm not gonna be using this large pedestrian one because I don't really like this. We're gonna be having bikes. It's gonna be a shared street system. So connect, and paste you here, paste you there, and paste you here as well. And people are not going to be allowed to cross on these sides because this is a main road. You don't really want people to cross all over the place. So we're going to be having, there's not supposed to be a traffic light here at all. Oh, new update. So we're going to be saying goodbye to those, and people can only cross on these two sides, as on the left or on the right. I mean, this is not... I mean, we can actually have everybody crossing the street at the same time. But I don't think I'd like that. And the cars would like that. Because we already have 2 completely dedicated streets. And I think it would be a nice way so that people, if they would want to experience this, they would have to turn right to get closer. And you can already experience the view of this vista right here from across the street. So if you want to get across into these spaces, just cross along the sides. And speaking of crossing, let us choose a road which is completely pedestrianized again. This is the complete 360 that's happening in Magayon right now. We're completely pedestrianizing the whole shtick of it all. The everything, the all of the city is going to be pedestrianized. Its whole entirety, its whole existence is now going to be pedestrianized. Maybe 12. Give me 12, please. Give me 12. Thank you. And let's get a road length that would actually allow us to do stuff. 9. Nope, 9 is a little bit too long. Do I have snapping on? Let's turn on snapping so that the roads stay angular. There we will go. Maybe even curve it up a bit, because who doesn't like a nice curve? Oh, it's still ugly. Might as well keep it angular. Okay, now we have a lot of things to balance. This one, we have a bike lane, that's for sure. The trail will remain. I'm saying this trail has to remain. As you can see, it's super small. It's like, is that even a highway? Don't worry, I got you. Just spread it out. Maybe even at 130. I think 130 is good enough. I think I've connected everything. Okay, let's change the speed of this road to 60. Is this at 60? Oh no. Because it has to allow 60. We're going to be checking if people would actually use this. And let's check the width of the road. I mean, this width is good enough, but if we want higher speeds and we want to make this feel like as if it was transformed from a highway, I think a width of this one would be nicer. I think this is too wide, actually. Maybe 120 is the safe space. I've been studying architecture for the past few months. I've been going to architecture school. Thankfully, we're now going to face-to-face. I mean, in-person classes, because the online one, it was nothing. It was bad. It was complete and utter. It was a joke. You didn't get to learn anything. You were just basically stuck at home, drawing, figuring things out on your own. It's better when you have other people that are doing the same thing as you, and you can actually learn from them in person. Because sometimes on an online setting, it's not that good. People are now crossing the street. That's so nice. I mean, you'd rather cross this street. Okay. Oh, not the slope, the width, 120. Stretch, 120. And also, I'm thinking that the parade would still happen here, because I've said that the military parade happens here, so they really have to have a very wide street. And that's why I'm keeping the slopes quite minimal, making gradual inclines so that when the tanks roll in, I don't know if we'd even actually have tanks here. It's mostly just gonna be the military driving. I think we would still have tanks, and also the Navy would be here. Like the huge fleet of the Navy would be here, you know, because we're an archipelago. We should be investing in ships, you know, because we're an archipelago. I already said that. Did I already say that? Anyways, okay, let us see the cars driving. Is this a wide enough street, Mr. Tesla driver? Or Miss Ma'am? I don't know. Yes, this is also a lot safer, because if you get to cross the road, you can take a little rest here and you can cross again. And there's not that much people driving here, honestly. So that's an added plus. Let me copy this road quickly, because this doesn't have street lights, and we should not have street lights here pala. I just remembered, because this is a fully custom road, fully customized, fully DIY'd to the gods. Let me just copy and paste that up. We still have this super wide road going on here, so I think we will be keeping that. We're indeed going to be keeping that. We're going to be keeping that indeed, but only for this segment. Or should I not? I should say goodbye to that. I think I'm going to be saying goodbye to you. We're making decisions as we go, people. We're making decisions as we go. Completely fencing this off because people should not be crossing the street, Miss Ma'am. I don't want people to get into accidents. I mean, this should be completely accessible to people. Who am I kidding? You're making an accessible road design and you're not allowing people to cross the street? That's a complete joke. That's fallacy right there. It's blatant. That's fallacy blatantly in your face. So yes, extending this hedge here. And we now have a fully fenced up road. People should slow down when they go through here, because this is important territory. And I mean, it's giving. There we go. With this one, it has a bit of issues. Let's see if this happens here. It doesn't. Thankfully, it doesn't. People are still crossing. And I think that's an issue, because why would you even cross here? You're leading basically nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I gotta say goodbye to you. Gotta say goodbye to y'all. Bye. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our road. Completely Dutchified, if that is even a proper term. Ano na ta?